If you're searching for a wrestling podcast that's filled with fun.
This is definitely Davey Boy Smith's finest fucking moment.
He goes, he fell on his ass. He fell on his ass.
Couple of haters.
Couple haters.
That's David.
Wrestling nostalgia.
But I will take you back to May 26th, 1996. It was a stormy night. The wind was howling.
Latest pro wrestling news and rumours.
We've heard about the situations between WWE, Sasha Banks and Naomi.
And hilarious tangents.
Let's not tangent off. No Samoan spikes.
That's it.
Fucking tangents.
Then look no further. Join your hosts James, Stu and Jonny and subscribe to Top Turnbuckle Podcast.
Hello and welcome to episode 16 of Top Turnbuckle Podcast with me, Stu.
Me, Jonny.
And me, James.
And we're coming back to you quite recently off the back of WrestleMania, which is why we've decided to do a WrestleMania special.
Yes, indeed we have. It's episode 16. Or as Roman numerals would say, XVI. And of course, you couldn't talk Roman numerals without talking WrestleMania. Well, until you got to 32 and they changed it to a play button.
Did they?
They did. They stopped the numbers because Vince McMahon found it to be old and he wanted it to be changed.
Fucking hell.
It's 31.
Oh, was it 31?
Yeah,
it was 31.
I'm trying to help you. Yeah, it's 31.
31.
Was that what that was? I thought you were just. I thought you were doing Spice Girls dance moves or something.
No, we'll keep that in because it's quite funny. The next one is really weird because the next one's actually XL.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Philadelphia.
That's
one.
right. There was a number of different things. I think there was a sun, a flag, a pirate flag as well, a star, a club or something. I don't know.
They're really going for it on the theme of like where it's being set now.
Yes.
Jesus.
But welcome and join us on the greatest stage of all. We are bigger, better and badder. We are what the world is watching and listening to. This is the showcase of the Immortals, and Top Turnbuckle Podcast has been to Hollywood.
Have we?
We haven't, no. Throw that in.
Hollywood, just outside Clacton.
Yes.
Well, who would
go.
like to announce our topics?
Yeah, seeing it was my pick, I can do that. So, us here at Top Turnbuckle Podcast wanted to keep the WrestleMania party going. And my picks, topics and songs are all WrestleMania related.
Awesome.
Ooh. Yes.
I'm looking forward to these songs. Now, didn't you want to do one of these to open and one of these to close?
I can if you want me to. Shall I bust one out first of all?
When the fuck was this decided?
When you weren't here.
It's a double whammy today. It's
Fucking
double
arseholes.
whammy. Well,
Johnny had two, and I said, well, the thing is, you know, it's sort of like WrestleMania. You want to start the show.
we want to start it with a bang.
Yeah, and then you want to end it with a bang as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely. This is like the main event.
I've been stitched right up here, haven't I?
If you know the words, feel free to join in.
I don't.
It is a rap, so I don't know if I should rap it or just read it.
No, I think you should put some soul into it, like I said.
I'll read it, but I think it's going to sound a bit like a rap in certain places.
Yeah. We'll see. This experiment,
when
one.
when I get to the chorus, you will hear it and you feel free to join in. Okay?
Fuck's sake.
So this song is by Men on a Mission.
This is
Mabel,
amazing.
Mo and Oscar. And it is the WrestleMania 10 rap.
Do you know what? I think that Mo should have done this for Mabel's King of the Ring speech.
Yes.
Instead of the bullshit that he done.
Yeah, I want to find out what that speech is because I wouldn't mind reading that out one time as well.
Yeah, please do, and take as long as he did.
I'm guessing it went on for a while then.
Oh my God, we'll watch it one time.
We will.
God.
Right, are you ready?
If I have to be.
Yes, okay. Right, we're going to step back to 1994, WrestleMania 10. Oh yeah, right. Here we go.
Sorry.
That was my inner gangster coming out of me then.
Oh, shit.
Right.
Serious.
Years ago, they had a show, and everyone in the world came to know. WrestleMania was going. It's in reverse, and it's the greatest show on earth. Mega stars, mega talent, wrestling at its best. The WWF will rise to the test. We got stars galore, we got stars galore. You're gonna see a show like never before. The Mission want the titles and we will win. But we're all gonna rock WrestleMania 10.
Yeah.
Here we got Hollywood cream of the crop. Here's the list, and it's hot, hot, hot. We've got Burt Reynolds from Evening Shade. In Smokey and the Bandit, he had it made. We've got Rhonda Shear from Up All Night. WrestleMania 10 is out of sight. We've got Little Richard in The Place to Be. We've got Sty Furling. Hair will be weaving, corn rolling and curling. We got Jenny Garth. Oh, no, it's not Jenny Garth, is it? It's Jenny Garth. Jenny Garth. Jenny Garth. We got Jenny Garth from 90210. She'll be ringing the bell if you really want to know.
Ooh.
The titles at Mania are going to be hard, so check it out now, because here's the start. Lex goes against Yoko. He'll tear him apart, but the winner of that match will face Bret Hart. Bret goes against Owen. They'll fight one another. It'll be a classic, brother versus brother. Crush better be aware for what's in hand. He's in for the fury of the Macho Man. Adam Bomb's in the house. It's going to shake, because he must face the mighty earthquake. Shawn Michaels and Razor. This one matters, both IC belts at the top of a ladder. The Lunny Kai must be in a daze, as she must face a Lundra Blaze. Doink and Dink, you know they like a joke. Bam Bam and Luna may go up in smoke. We got stars galore, You're going to see a show like never before. The Mission want the titles, and we will win. But we're all going to rock WrestleMania 10.
I want to watch it now.
Wow.
Oh,
Do you know what?
watch out, Coolio.
I just want to say,
He's dead.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to say, when you listen to the celebrities on that, Sly Sterling, that's one that I've missed because he should have really been my pick, in my opinion. Actually,
He was going to be my pick, but
yeah,
I decided
remember
not to. He did wigs. He made wigs.
Did he?
Yes.
Wow, that's a...
he made Howard Finkel some hair.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's proper celebrity.
Yeah, that was the idea. Of,
Awesome.
He was the
WrestleMania
creator
10
of Just
him.
for Men or something, I think.
Was he?
Yeah. Something like that.
Wow.
There we go.
Wow.
Shall we jump in?
Yeah. So,
We have, our topic is the top 3 most underrated WrestleMania matchups of all time.
ooh.
So who wants to go first?
I'll go first, Phil.
Go for it.
My first pick, as I always do mine in order. I don't know why I say this every time we record, because it's pretty fucking obvious I do. Mine comes from my number 3 pick comes from WrestleMania 4, which was on March 27th, 1988 in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And it is the match for the vacant WWF Championship between Macho Man and Ted DiBiase.
I think this is a really good pick.
Yeah, it's a good match.
Yeah. Savage was obviously going into this match as the heroic babyface, and well, Ted DiBiase was Ted DiBiase. He was a great heel, absolutely great heel. The match itself was sold brilliantly. I mean, it was just a proper solid, great old school golden era wrestling match, and the crowd are proper jacked up for it. But it's one of those that it doesn't really get mentioned.
No, it doesn't. Considering it's a title match, this is a tournament. Yeah. That's the issue with this, and a lot of people didn't like the tournament format.
I mean, you could almost call it like an early incarnation of a King of the Ring, but for a title.
Yeah.
You know, literally the entire pay-per-view, if I remember rightly, was just, mostly was qualifying matches and next round
Savage
matches.
had
Yeah,
four matches.
Yeah, he had four matches. I think Dibiase got a bye at some point.
He did for a no contest time limit.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously this goes into Macho Man and his first ever WWF title.
Yeah.
But they were brilliant. They were both in their absolute prime. And obviously, you know, Dibiase, as we all know, his actual in-ring career, was cut short. And he kind of, you know, just became a bit of a valet and a manager after that, which, and don't get me wrong, he was still great at that. However, my absolute favourite moment comes after Macho Man has won the title. As we know, Hogan decided to get involved, and as he does, because he's a limelight-stealing twat. There are multiple moments at the end of this match where he tries to raise Macho Man's hand, and Randy Savage just yanks his hand back out of his and goes over to Miss Elizabeth, and Hulk Hogan still keeps trying to get involved in it. Mate, just take a fucking hint. Piss off. He don't want you there. It's so obvious.
It's interesting because actually it's the first person who isn't Hulk Hogan to be champion, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, but it's not talked about a lot because it's again overshadowed by the tournament, which I think is unfair because the actual last match is pretty good. The storyline,
one of the best matches on the tournament, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's Andre's down there, isn't it?
He is as well, yeah. He's in Dibiase's corner.
The idea is to go and get Hogan to be the equaliser against him.
Right. Doesn't he trip Dibiase at some point as well? Savage at some point as well, I think, during the match.
He gets involved continuously at the start.
Because he's just trying, again, like I said, he's just trying to steal the limelight. And mate, just piss off. Yeah. Let the guy have his moment.
We can go on a little tiny tangent here, talking about that match, which is quite interesting. Was it the right decision?
What, I put it on Macho Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he, Dibiase...
I disagree.
He bought the title beforehand, didn't he? Is that why he went in the tournament?
Yeah.
He bought it from Andre on the Saturday night's main event.
Saturday night's main event, what happens is you have the twin referees.
That's right.
And one of them fast counts Hogan.
Yes.
Andre wins. And then he says, I'm giving the belt to Dibiase.
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
And
Forgot about that.
The title gets vacated. That's how this happens.
Yeah.
Now, the story behind the scenes, this is quite convoluted. That's why I bring this up, because this is actually a really good pick, Stu. Randy Savage was supposed to win the Intercontinental title. Have you heard this story?
No.
I'm not sure.
Dibiase was supposed to win the tournament, and Dibiase was supposed to be the WWF champion after WrestleMania 4. But the Honky Tonk Man did not want to give up the title.
I did hear something about that, yeah.
And there was a creative made to really please Savage in it.
Right.
Where Savage went on to win the title. Hogan goes away for no holds barred, I believe, at this point, doesn't he?
Yeah, it would have been at that time, yeah.
This time,
yeah, so...
What a classic.
Yeah.
Classic piece of shit.
But the Honky Tonk Man kind of derails Ted DiBiase. And the idea moving forward then is the $1 Million belt.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because everyone was a little bit boo-boo face over the whole situation
makes
because
sense.
everything changed.
Yeah. Okay.
What I mean by the decision is after hearing that, I think it would have been better for DiBiase actually to have had it.
Yeah, to be fair, now you've explained that,
Because Savage was already over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it kind of derailed DiBiase. DiBiase was sort of a real heel at this point, doing the 80s money shit and all that sort of thing. And it's... I just think...
Savage kept the title for the year, didn't he, as well? Because this was like the beginning seeds of the Hogan-Savage match at WrestleMania 5 the following year.
It would have been interesting to see where DiBiase would have gone with it.
Yeah. That's a great pick.
Thank you very much.
It's a brilliant pick because
Thank you.
It's got a lot surrounding it as well.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. Please.
Check it out.
Please go. Were you just singing Little Chris?
I think I was, yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah. So as Little Chris has just said here, check it out.
Check it out, yes. Check it out.
All the people you could have referenced to that. You could have gone for the Beastie Boys one.
I could have, yeah. I could have.
Give a bit of credibility there.
Oh, dear.
Who's next?
I think me and Jonny should go.
Should we do this one together?
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
Because it's really funny because me and Jonny seem to pick the same ones and we are not actually in conversation at all, are we?
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah. It's quite funny though, because we're not in conversation, but we always end up picking one the same.
Yeah, me and Sweet Cheeks always pick the same one.
Okay, I'll let you do this one, Jonny.
So what's your nickname for him then, if he calls you Sweet Cheeks?
I don't know. Every time I come here, I always call you something different at the door, don't I, as well?
He tells me how nice my fucking aftershave is.
Lovely smile today.
Yeah.
Working out. Guns out.
Oh, fucking hell.
It's like a never-ending story. Oh, dear. Right. I'll start then. It's an intense, seemingly never-ending rivalry between Ahmed Johnson and the Nation of Domination, led by the devious Farouk. So Ahmed recruited the Legion of Doom to join him. I love it. It was a fight against Farouk, Crush, and Savio Vega, the original Nation of Domination, and this is one of the more enjoyable hidden gems in WrestleMania history, in my opinion.
So,
yeah, it is. There's no traditional wrestling in this, no mat work. It is just a full-on plunder-filled match that involved 2x4s, rope, tables, and an actual kitchen sink.
Do you know what I always find fascinating about it? They have this sign in there, and it's so big that every time it hits somebody, the crowd just pop at it, but not like popping it like like this. But it makes such a noise.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think any of them can like pick it up properly or swing it. They just sort of donk it on people's heads. But this match is just pure fun.
Great.
It's only 11 minutes long, but it's pure anarchy.
Yeah. It's fantastic. And with Ahmed Johnson especially, you don't need a technical wrestling match. You just want these guys to tear each other apart.
And this was LOD had just returned to the company as well.
Yeah.
Maybe a few weeks prior.
It's the Chicago Street Fight, isn't
it? Yes. But yeah, that's it. That's all I've got to say about it.
That's fucking awesome.
All I've got to say about it, and I picked it as well.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 13, apart from, and I think these matches, I might be wrong here, but I think these matches are quite close together. You got the iconic Bret Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin match. I think that follows this.
It does, I think, yeah.
And the event isn't that great, but in this little segment, these two matches are epic.
It works.
Yeah.
It really works.
And it's just one where you look at it and go, I wasn't expecting much out of that, but that was actually really fucking cool.
Yeah. I can remember because I'm pretty sure I watched it not long ago. But the biggest thing I got out of it was, ironically, like you said, you weren't expecting anything big out of this, especially with Ahmed Johnson. But it was great. It was really, really good fun. And it's just so entertaining.
It's one of them, after you watch it, you go, that was fucking good.
Yeah.
It's a great match. Yeah.
Oh, good pick. Nice one.
Right.
My number two. My number two pick comes from, ironically, WrestleMania 2 from April 7th, 1986. And it is a tag match. It's the Junkyard Dog versus Tito Santana versus the Funk Brothers.
This is a great match.
I've heard this match is good. I have seen it, but I can't remember it that well.
It's just a really nice little match.
Yeah, it is. It's not that long of a match, but it's just great back and forth, and it's constant. There's no, sort of walking around the ring and just, a bit of gobbing off at each other or anything like that. It's in, the four of them are in, the bell goes, and they just go at it hammer and tongs.
What I like about this match, Stu, is feels timeless.
Yeah.
You can watch it now. There are so many matches early on which are really a hard watch. Like from WrestleMania 1 to 3. This match you could put on right now and we could all sit here and go, that was a pretty fucking good match.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
So it stands the test of time.
Yeah.
Slight tangent. What I didn't realise, obviously WrestleMania 2 wasn't held in anywhere near high regard as the first WrestleMania due to a technical sales point of view. It wasn't a great success. And this was the thing that I found out about. It was mostly because WrestleMania 2 took place in 3 different venues.
Did you not know that?
I didn't know that.
Did you not know that, Johnny?
I did that, yeah.
It was in Uniondale, New York, Rosemont, Illinois, and Los Angeles.
Yeah, so it had a main event in each area. So what they did was, I think they put the boxing match on in one of those. They put King Kong Bundy and Hogan in one of those.
Was the other the Battle Royal?
I think it was the Gimmick. Sorry, the Battle Royal, which had all the American football players in it as well. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's not a great Mania.
No, it's not at all.
It really isn't. It's convoluted as well.
Personal opinion, I think that match is the only decent match out of the whole lot.
It probably is.
Yeah.
Isn't the Bulldogs versus
the Dream
Team on there as well? That's a good match.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, I think. Yeah. That's another good pick.
That is a good pick.
Fucking, he's on it. Yeah, mate. Thank you.
It is a good pick.
Stewie's done his homework. Yeah.
Well, who's next?
It's you.
Is it really?
Yeah, you can go, Johnny.
Okay. Right, so my next pick took place on March the 30th, 2003. At WrestleMania 19.
Ooh.
And I always feel like this match gets forgotten about, as it was quite a stacked card at the time. So what happens when you get 2 of the most notorious figures in the business collide in a street fight? You get a must-see spectacular match.
Okay.
I'm talking about Vince McMahon versus Hulk Hogan.
Yep. I think this is forgotten about too.
Yeah, I think this is a great match.
It is a great match.
It is. Vince McMahon comes out like he's just eaten 50 20-ounce rare steaks. And he's not just sweating regular sweat here. It's the stuff that will make Arnold... put Arnold to shame, that's what I meant to say. I knew I was going to have it wrong.
I thought you were going to say reggae sauce or something.
I should have, yeah. Vince is amazing here. He's playing the perfect villain, and the build-up for it was tremendous as well. It covered like their true life history, their court case where Hogan went against Vince over the steroid scandal. Both men get busted open in the match. Vince hits a leg drop off the top of a ladder.
I forgot about that.
McMahon's facial expression as he peers up over the side of the ring.
The meme of all memes.
Is this when he's got the metal rods?
Yeah. Just holding it, yeah. There's not a lot of technical wrestling in this match, but it's a lot of fun.
My favourite bit, and I don't want to spoil it, so this doesn't necessarily spoil the winner if anyone hasn't seen this. My favourite bit of the whole match is when it ends and Vince is on a stretcher and he's got his he's supposed to be completely out and he's got his middle finger up to Hogan going up the stretcher.
It's great. And there's even a run-in by Rowdy Roddy Piper that comes out of nowhere and he hits Hogan with the lead pipe.
Yeah.
Hogan wins the match following a big boot and 3 leg drops. But yeah, it's a great match.
There's so much in this match, considering that Hogan's not the greatest worker in WWE, and obviously he's getting on at this point.
Oh, I wouldn't believe that for 1 second.
But there's spots in this, like, Vince does a leg drop off of the fucking ladder onto an announce table. And it's just good. It's fun.
It is a fun little match, especially with the history and everything behind it as well.
Yeah, but didn't Vince sign the contract in Hogan's own blood for this match? Yeah, it's really fucked up. And
it's a good match. There you go. There you go.
It is. It's a great match. It's my turn now, isn't it?
Is, yeah.
I'm going to follow on with a match which is very similar, which is at WrestleMania 18. Now, this match is talked about, similar to yours, but maybe not enough, considering the same parallels with Jonny, which is the star power in this match. It's Ric Flair and The Undertaker from WrestleMania 18.
Right. Yeah.
This is a great match. Have any of you watched this recently?
Not recently,
no.
Obviously, Flair's coming back to WWF. We all know he had those confidence issues.
Out of retirement number 22.
Yeah. He had them fucking confidence issues, and he said that this match really helped him get all of that shit out of his system. It's just a fantastic match. It's got blood in it. It's proper old school. And, I mean, The Undertaker was a massive, massive fan of Ric Flair. It must have been a dream for him to have been in there.
This was the American Badass Undertaker as well. Was it kind of after?
This was the heel Undertaker.
Yes, that's right.
So I'm not even going to go into the storyline in this match because it was actually rubbish.
It didn't involve David Flair being beaten up.
It involved Ric Flair would not fight The Undertaker, and The Undertaker went round to Ric Flair's family and all of his people and beat the shit out of them until he accepted.
Yeah.
But the match is excellent.
Yeah.
Go back and watch it. It's also extremely iconic because it is number 10 on the streak.
Yes.
So it's his 10th win. That's what I'm saying. If you look at all of the permutations to this, it was the 10th win of the streak. Because at the end, The Undertaker holds up. Right. And it's the first time he really acknowledges it.
Yeah.
So, to me, this match is a big-time match, which maybe some people don't give enough credit to.
Yeah. No, it's good.
Go and watch it.
Yeah, good.
I only really remember this Undertaker and Ric Flair match and one they had from 92. I think it was like on one of the VHS releases, but I don't remember them having any other matches after that. Really.
No, I just think this match is excellent.
Yeah.
I went back and recently watched this match and I just thought potentially it was one of the best matches on the cards. And it's just class and it's sort of forgotten.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I had, to be honest.
But think of the star power there.
Yeah. Lovely.
Wow.
Okay.
Funny you should say that.
Oh.
My number one and final pick also features The Undertaker. It's from WrestleMania 29. Now, I know I've spoken about this before recently, but frankly, I don't care. I genuinely find this to be, personally, just my personal opinion, I believe this match to be the most underrated match of WrestleMania history, and it's from WrestleMania 29, April 7th, 2013, New Jersey, and it's the Streak versus Respect, CM Punk versus The Undertaker.
Okay.
WrestleMania 29, not the greatest card. Got some big names in it. Really has got some big names in it. This match was third from last.
Yeah.
After this match, you had Brock Lesnar versus Triple H and John Cena versus The Rock twice in a lifetime match, which personally I think having that as a main event match 2 years on the trot is a fucking insult and shows shit writing and creativity.
Yeah, it was all to do. We can bring this up later actually because I think they're trying this again.
Yeah.
It was all to do with the redemption of John Cena.
Yeah. Now,
it was a year build, wasn't it? Yeah.
The match between Undertaker and Punk. Obviously, there was a lot of build up for this match between Punk and Undertaker, and of course Paul Heyman. They were using the storyline of Paul Bearer's recent death, which I do remember talking to James with. Quite insensitive.
It was very close to the match as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. And But I think obviously they would have had, and I said previously when we talked about this, surely they would have had to have checked with obviously Bearer's family and Undertaker. Are you all right with us doing this? He must have said yeah, because I truly believe that Paul Heyman and Punk would have gone, well, if he's not all right with it, fuck him, let's do it anyway. I can't imagine that happening. I think they would have been respectful enough to go, yeah, all right, fair enough, fair point. We won't do it. This match is fucking outstanding, and I completely agree with Punk when he said, once we'd finished and everyone else had followed after us, our match should have headlined. This match was fucking amazing. As I said to Jonny before we recorded, personally, I think this is the last time The Undertaker looked jacked and threatening.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
His physical shape there was absolutely intimidating.
I think it was the last time The Undertaker looked like he could properly have a match.
Yeah. I mean, some of the counters that, let's compare sizes between Punk and The Undertaker. Punk's nowhere near as big as The Undertaker in height or build. But he was lifting him up for GTS straight off the back of tombstone piledriver counters. This was incredible. And the heat that Punk was getting from the crowd was fantastic when he was trying to do, rip off The Undertaker's Old School. He was on form, and The Undertaker was lapping it up as well. Yeah,
it's a great match, and it's the best match on WrestleMania 29 by
Absolutely.
Country Mile,
Hands fucking down.
I need to go back and rewatch it. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
The problem is with it, it's on a WrestleMania which has no excitement or no passion.
No.
It's sort of sandwiched in this WrestleMania that does not feel that great. That's the biggest problem with it, which is probably why you're that. It's a funny WrestleMania. This
the only thing I think that genuinely saves. Well, not even. Sorry, no, that's the wrong way of saying it. The biggest thing I think that helps this match is obviously I truly believe that the creativity was given to those three guys. Let's see what we can do, because this doesn't feel like a Vince thing.
No,
This feels more like a Heyman thing.
The problem with it is it's not on Punk or Taker. That WrestleMania just bores me to hell.
Oh, no. Sorry, I just meant the match.
I know.
The pay-per-view just screams Vince.
I'm probably not the greatest person to actually comment on this, because this is awesome. The entrances are awesome. The fire for this is awesome, because you got Cult of Personality plays.
Yeah, Living Colour. Living Colour were performing live.
They were actually there.
Yeah, it's a fantastic match. Brilliant. But everything else on the card makes it really boring, and it's sort of missed. I get you totally.
Yeah.
I get you totally.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's
a great one.
Fuck, come on, Thornton, eh, man?
Right, who's next?
It's you.
It's me, my final pick.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, right. Okay, my final pick is not a good match.
No?
You heard me correct. I'm not going to sit here and pretend it is.
All right.
But what it is a fun little battle royal.
Okay.
It's also pretty short, which makes it easy watch.
Okay.
This match took place at WrestleMania 17 and is simply known as the Gimmick Battle Royal.
Yeah, this is fun.
I don't remember this at all.
Don't you?
No.
No.
Also features some of the all-time greats. And everyone in this match combined, and I worked this out, held a whopping 199 titles combined between them all.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, look at that. The returning heroes were the Iron Sheik, Bushwhacker Luke, Bushwhacker Butch, Duke the Dumpster Drosy, Doink the Clown, Tugboat, Nikolai Volkov, The Goon, Earthquake, Kamala, the Gobbledygooker, Hillbilly Jim, Brother Love, Michael P.S. Hayes, the One Man Gang, Kimchi, Harvey Whippleman, Jim Cornette, Repo Man, and Sergeant Slaughter.
Fucking hell.
Yes.
This is just fun. It's just fun. There's it's up to you, Johnny, if you want to go further.
There's some more. And not a lot really happened. A lot of punch-ins, kicks. Michael Hayes hit a double noggin knocker, which is a move you don't see nowadays, and I really wish they brought it back.
What?
Double noggin knocker.
What the fuck is that?
It's where he grabs two people and just bangs their wrist.
Oh, right.
Yes. Yeah, you don't see it nowadays.
I wonder if they don't do that because people will do it in the playground. It's quite easy to do, isn't it?
Oh, we never did anything like that at school.
No.
Someone did it to me once and then it gave me a fucking concussion. It's so
The final four saw Sergeant Slaughter eliminate Brother Love, Hillbilly Jim eliminate Sergeant Slaughter, and the Iron Sheik eliminate Hillbilly Jim. The Iron Sheik won the match at 3 minutes 4 seconds.
Fuck me!
The post-match, Sergeant Slaughter gave Sheik the camel clutch. Sheik was declared the winner as he was unable to take the bump over the ropes.
Basically, he was too old to get over.
Yeah,
right. Okay.
Mean Gene Okerlund and Bobby Heenan also did the announcing for the match.
Oh, brilliant.
I'm so glad that you brought that point up. I was going to bring that up.
It was their first time at WrestleMania since WrestleMania 9 in 1993.
Wow.
A few funny lines that Bobby had were, by the time the Iron Sheik gets to the ring, it'll be WrestleMania 38.
and what's hilarious is people use that as a meme. You know when last year's WrestleMania, they were saying Iron Sheik's got there. They were still using it.
One more thing, Bobby Heenan.
Brilliant.
Bobby Heenan calls Mean Gene Tony, as he was used to working with Tony Schiavone in WCW. That's it. Yeah.
Christ.
Great match.
Oh, I'm going to need to go and rewatch this.
It's a little bit of fun. And the thing is, WrestleMania 17 is a stunning WrestleMania. And I can just use that so easy to flow into my pick, because my final pick also comes from WrestleMania 17. This match, I think it goes on second. Am I right, or does the Acolytes go on before
It's either second or third.
Yeah. It's either
you
second
two really
or
have
third.
talked about this, haven't you?
It's the hardcore match, which featured The Big Show, Kane, and Raven.
I remember this.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
This match, none of it's in the ring, really. It goes backstage. There are golf carts involved.
Oh, yes, there is, yeah.
There's Raven being thrown through a fucking plate glass window. There's doors being smashed off the hinges. Do you remember that bit?
Big Show try and pin someone by holding him up against the wall.
Yeah.
It's just fun. And it's in the middle of just this amazing WrestleMania, and it gets forgotten about. If it was on any other WrestleMania, it would have probably been one of the best shows or the best matches for sure. And as I say, I'm not going to go into too much about it. I'm just going to say it is so much fun. Watch it. If any of you guys have watched it, it brings a smile to your face immediately. It's fantastic.
So
and
the ending, don't they go through the stage or something, or someone jumps off the stage?
Yes, they do. Yeah. There's a. That's probably the worst part of the match, because there's a leg drop, isn't there?
Something
off
like
of
that,
the and it's quite hard to see what the fuck's going on because, as I say, just watch it.
The match is great.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yes,
and big props to Raven in here because the other two are giants, and Raven works so well in here, trying to stay away from them, run away, and get his shots in, and it's just great.
Yep.
Raven, you absolute fucking legend.
Yeah.
I love him.
Fantastic. I think we're done, haven't we?
We're finished.
That is it.
That is it.
Yeah, for our first topic. We're now going to take a brief interlude, and what we're going to do is announce the winner of our T-shirt competition. We have ever so kindly been donated a T-shirt from one of our followers.
Yes.
Robert O'Hara makes his own T-shirts, and he's done a series of wrestling-based T-shirts. and very kindly offered us one to give away as a competition.
They look lovely T-shirts.
They do, yeah, they are. They're very nice T-shirts. So please, there's links on our page. Please go and check them out. Please go and check out Robert's work as well. And what we're going to do is we've got a lovely little cup here with everybody's name in that entered it. So, drum roll, please.
Right, here we go.
You got one?
The winner of the T-shirt competition 2023, Jason Smith.
Jason Smith, congratulations.
Well done, mate.
Should we actually mention what the question was and the answer?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that might help. Yeah. So, the question actually was, Adam Copeland is better known as who?
Edge.
Indeed.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Well done, Jason
Well
Smith.
done, Jason. I'm also going to give a quick shout out to Rob Shepherd, whose brilliant answer was
Sexton Hardcastle.
Where was he a jobber like that? Was that WCW?
WCW Saturday Night.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
There
fair
we
play
go.
to you, mate. Fair play. But yes, Jason, well done. When this goes out, obviously get in touch with one of us and give us your preference on what T-shirt you'd like and what size. And also give us your address and we'll pass that on to Robert and it'll be winging its way to you.
Yes. Go check out the other stuff he's got.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Give it a look.
Brilliant.
Right.
So then,
Celebrities.
our next topic is our best and worst celebrity moments at WrestleMania.
And there's been a few.
There's been a lot more than fucking good ones, that's for sure.
Yes.
I really actually struggled with this.
If we quickly talk about this, do any of us actually like celebrities at WrestleMania?
No.
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
No, I don't
think-
think they're needed.
Unless they're going to bring a huge amount of people in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the odd one here and there, which
Yep.
has brought something to the table, then yeah,
Yep.
go for it. But yeah, a lot of the time,
Fuck off.
you don't need them. Yeah.
I think very early on in WrestleManias, they were literally useless. They were like the timekeeper,
Yeah.
the person who rung the bell.
Announcer,
announcer.
all sorts, yeah.
Yeah.
Backstage interviewer.
I suppose you could use Pamela Anderson as a perfect fucking example for that, really, couldn't you?
I think Pamela Anderson actually really helped, funnily
She
enough.
did bring viewers in,
I think that her appeal at the time may have brung people in and may have actually saved WrestleMania 11.
Baywatch was pretty big at the time, and I think she was just releasing Barbed Wire movie.
Oh, God, that's fucking dreadful.
Yeah,
But yes, there we go. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Go for it.
Okay, so my one starts the whole thing off, really. The celebrity rock and roll MTV generation. This is what they were going for with WrestleMania. They were really trying to go rock and wrestling. However, they decided to use someone from the A-Team, and he was extremely popular. Mine's Mr. T.
Is that your best or worst?
What's that?
Is that your best or
That's
worst
my
one?
best.
Oh, best one.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, that's
I was
my
about
best one.
to hit the fucking roof if you said worst.
I go to WrestleMania fool.
Basically, Mr. T was brought in an angle,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure off the top of my head what event it was. It was they did an event before, and someone will tell me what it is if they listen to this in the Facebook group. I'm sure they will.
I think I know.
Yeah, and there was something to do with Mr. T being given a picture. Do you remember this?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's from the War to Settle the Score.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
the big event. I think it's the War to Settle the Score.
It's one of those, and I didn't want to say which one it was because I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah, so obviously Piper is the ultimate rebel at this point, ends up getting in a massive argument and ruck with Mr. T,
I couldn't believe he'd do that for a second.
and they set up the tag match. So the tag match is Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff. He's someone who doesn't get enough credit. Really, he was in the first WrestleMania.
Absolutely.
With Roddy Piper versus Hulk Hogan and Mr. T. And this is the main event.
Yeah.
And it sets the bar on what they want to do with WrestleMania, basically.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. The ball starts rolling from this point on.
It's the blueprint, really.
Yeah. It's the original blueprint, and it's copied in WrestleMania 14, really, with Mike Tyson.
Oh, yeah.
Because what happens is it's a boxer again. It's a controversial boxer, and it fits counterculture perfectly. Exactly what an X-rated WrestleMania wants to do. So you go from rock and wrestling to WrestleMania X-rated.
Yeah.
Because I was going to go for Mike Tyson. The only reason I went for Mr. T is because basically he started it all and he was active in the ring within the tag match. Yeah. That's it.
Good pick. Really good pick.
Right, who's next? Me. Okay. Right, my worst celebrity. Hip-hop artist and music sensation, Flo Rida.
So you're going with your worst.
Yeah.
First.
Oh no, we're doing. Oh yeah, we was best first.
No,
wasn't it?
you can go with your worst.
Do what you want.
Yeah, do what you want.
I'll do me worst first. There we go.
Edit that bit out.
No.
No.
All right. We're going to Raw.
Yeah.
At WrestleMania 28, his song was the. At WrestleMania 28, his song was the show's theme. He also sang Wild Ones and Good Feeling, which seemed to last forever.
Fucking sings the wrong word.
At WrestleMania 32, his song My House was the show's theme. At WrestleMania 33, he performed Green Light. Flo Rida, there was a time when I didn't mind you, but now I can't stand you. The end.
Fucking shit. It is shite.
You might as well flow in with your worst one off of that.
Me?
Yep.
All right. Right.
Because if it's that one, they both perform ones after.
Yeah. So, mine segues nicely into that from WrestleMania 28, which is Machine Gun oh, fuck's sake, fuck that up. It's Machine Gun Kelly. Now, I watched 2 separate clips on this yesterday. I thought, let's get an actual, pay-per-view version of this. Let's have a look. Let's see what the crowd was really like. And fuck me, there's a lot of difference from what we heard what we see come from WWE Network to what people recorded on their phones when they were actually there. Holy shit, he got savaged. But on the pay-per-view, cheers. The person who had obviously recorded the camera on their camera phone, holy shit, he was decimated, absolutely decimated. At the start, when he first came out, the crowd were dead on their arse. They really don't give a shit. The only bit that did actually get a bit of a decent reaction was the incredibly talented vocalist Skylar Grey, who's done a lot of work with a lot of different genres and artists. Fabulous singer, she really is. And the crowd were really enjoying that bit. Unfortunately, it only lasted about 30 seconds. And then Potato Gun Kelly came out and I don't know. It was shit. But it gets even worse. Because then when he starts comparing himself as an underdog and John Cena as the underdog coming into this match, the crowd fucking lynched him. Absolutely lynched him. Subsequently, I personally think this led to John Cena's fucking brutal crowd reaction when he came out. I mean, don't get me wrong, he was going into this as, let's face it, The Rock's the crowd favourite of all, and he was going to get a bit of a boo, he normally does, but this was fucking horrible. Like, really fucking bad. So, fuck you, Machine Gun Kelly.
Whoever got to sing John Cena's theme was dead on arrival. Because this was in Florida.
Yeah.
This was in The Rock's home fucking town.
Yeah.
The Rock was the red hot fucking favourite with the crowd to win this. And whoever got to do it was fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was terrible. It is fucking abysmal.
Fair enough.
It's all right, because he's now a fucking rock star, isn't he?
Is he? I don't know.
Oh, he had a diss track aimed at Eminem and his daughter, didn't he? Oh, that was a brave move.
Who gives a fuck?
Oh, he fucking destroyed his rap career.
Did he?
Yeah. So then became a punk rock star. What a load of shit, because then he picked an argument with fucking Slipknot's lead singer Corey Taylor and he fucking destroyed him, so now he's doing fuck all.
God.
Prick.
All I remember about him where he got a massive cheer is when fucking Kevin Owens put him through a table.
That's the best thing that ever happened to him.
Move on, yeah.
Good on, Kevin. Well done.
All right.
Go for it.
Okay, so my worst one. So this is quite personal with me. Not personal against the individual. I just don't see why this guy is involved. And I also think that when you actually go back through the WWE network, you kind of know who some people are. I mean, we're British, aren't we? So some people from America... Yeah, but some people in America will know these individuals.
Oh, yeah.
Right? This person, I don't think anyone knew. And I think when he comes up now... Especially if you watch the shows as a celebrity, you might as well have got one of us to do it. This guy is so unmemorable, I had to go and look this guy's name up. And I even had to ask Jonny how to pronounce it. And if I get it wrong...
I'll step in.
Are we going to have the same issue we had with Ilya Dragunov?
Oh, God. Nicolas Turturo.
Turturo,
okay. So Nicolas Turturo, right?
Close.
Was at WrestleMania 11, right? And the idea to bring a celebrity in is to bring the casual audience in, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this guy was famous for, I believe, for being in NYPD Blue or something like that.
Yeah.
He never did anything after that. So he sticks out like a sore thumb now, and he stuck out like a sore thumb then. He was doing interviews. He was with Diesel, I think, in the celebration at the end, and he even sticks out on that. I don't have anything against the guy. I just don't understand why the fuck he's there. It's as simple as that. Yeah. Every time he comes on as a celebrity, I'm like, who? And I'm sure everyone had done that when I probably said the name.
There was a lot of celebrities at WrestleMania 11.
There was, and that one, for me, really sticks out. I mean, everyone talks about Jonathan Taylor Thomas. At least I know who that is.
Yeah.
I'm not saying because I don't like celebrities particularly at WrestleMania, unless they're going to really put a shift in.
Yeah.
Like I saw a couple of people say Snooki. Snooki put a shift in. She actually fucking went in the ring, didn't she? Done a match.
Credit where it's due. Yeah.
You know, and this guy for me just completely lacks. This is supposed to be celebrities. For me, he's the worst. Just completely lacks celebrity power.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Simple as that. I ain't got much more to say about him. I looked him up and he's done nothing.
No, I couldn't see it. When I looked him up as well, I couldn't see anything either.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's even got a Wikipedia page.
What else we got? Are we done?
No, you've got to do the best.
Oh, I got my best, didn't I? Yes.
Yeah, so have I.
Right. Best celebrity. I'm going for a newer one. And I'm going for Johnny Knoxville.
Oh, I've got it as well! Oh. Yeah.
That's a great pick.
Yeah, do you want me to read what I got? You jump in and
go for it, mate. Go for it.
Match I'm talking about was Knoxville versus Sami Zayn from WrestleMania 38.
How fun is this fucking match?
It's brilliant.
Yeah. The match had been built up for some time, dating back to the Rumble, I think it was.
Yep.
Sami even turned up on the red carpet during the premiere of Jackass the movie. Knoxville even entered himself into the 2022 Royal Rumble match. So when you watch the match, it's basically Jackass in a wrestling ring. Yeah. The timing on everything was spot on. Sammy was clearly having the time of his life. Some of the dumbest, funniest, silliest action to take place in a WrestleMania history. And even when the match started to fall apart, the funnier it got.
Yeah.
Everything, absolutely.
Yeah, everything from Knoxville spending the majority of the match trying to keep his glasses on. Wee Man's body slam.
Oh, that's brilliant. I've got that, yeah.
Half the props misfiring.
Yeah.
Party Boy trying not to laugh.
Yeah.
Somehow Sammy managed to keep the whole thing together.
Yeah.
And there was even the giant fucking hand.
Yep.
Amazing. Yeah. And I think that's the first time I've sworn ever on this podcast.
Hey!
Well done, Johnny.
Welcome to the club.
Thank you.
We've only got about 30,000. But this match, you guys picked this match. It's fantastic. I was really worried about this. I thought it was going to be a shit show, and it was awesome. It was just fun on the cards, and it was great.
It was great.
I've even got that as one of my notes. Not that many people actually expected it to be a good match or an enjoyable
everyone was
match.
Shitting on it. They were going, "This is bollocks."
It ended up becoming quite an iconic moment.
It did.
Knoxville clearly had done his homework. He looks like he actually put the effort in to wrestle. In the small segments where he actually did do some wrestling moves, it didn't look too bad. But then obviously, he's part of the Jackass crew. They were promoting Jackass forever. The rest of the guys came out. Wee Man body slamming Sami Zayn is an absolute highlight. And don't get me wrong, there was a lot of fuck ups in the match as well.
There's one thing which is quite good, that Johnny Knoxville actually went before they done the match and asked them, if this goes wrong, is there any way I can fix this mousetrap? And they showed him how to do it.
Yeah.
And where it went wrong in the match, he knew exactly what to do.
Yeah. That mousetrap ending actually worked. It was really fun. Yeah. The reason this match worked is because it hit the theme of Jackass.
Absolutely.
Or Jackass or whatever. It was awesome because it really transcended both sides.
It catered to wrestling fans, obviously having Sami Zayn there, but that generation that grew up with Jackass, you've now got the addition of those guys in there, and it works. It works so fucking well.
And I know Johnny brung this up earlier, but big shout out to Johnny Knoxville for carrying it on and still hating Sami Zayn, even though he is a white meat babyface at the moment. There has been multiple clips put online of Johnny Knoxville slamming Sami Zayn during the main event of night one. Which, if you haven't seen him, go and see him. He's nearly hanging off the fucking stage, pointing and shouting, nearly falling into the fucking bottom row, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's great.
Fair shout to him, because he's well into his 40s.
Yeah.
Probably closer to his 50s. Fair play to him. Oh, we've had a few interactions with this one. Oh, yeah. First one I'm going to read out. I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Okay.
It's from our good friend Jim Sangwell. Hello, Jim. And he has simply put, I think you'll be hard pushed to find a better celeb interaction than Logan Paul. He's been brilliant, as much as I didn't want him to be. His other suggestion is also Andy Kaufman, of course.
He did go back on himself on a later comment.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
I didn't realise it was WrestleMania picks.
But it's fine. I'm going to read it out anyway.
Yeah, it's fine.
Epic rivalry to get it mainstream. Pete Rose was always fun too because of the silliness. And a huge shout out to Johnny Knoxville for the brilliant WrestleMania match. Obviously not a Matt classic, but it was perfect for what it was. Worst, Snooki.
Okay.
Robert Orr has let us know his picks, his top 3 celebrities in wrestling, and he has put The Rock. Does he count as a celebrity or a wrestler nowadays, since he's an actor now?
I think you can give him that on the guest host, can't you?
Yeah.
What was it, WrestleMania 27?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also put Mike Tyson, Kid Rock, Motorhead.
Okay.
Yeah, all good picks there. Worst, he's gone with Kim Kardashian. Yeah, couldn't agree more on that one.
We were talking about this, me and Johnny. Has she actually appeared twice? Was she one of the Miller Lite girls?
Oh, I don't know.
No.
Yeah, let's look it up. Unless anyone else knows, then fill us in.
That's why I've left it there.
He's also gone with the Gronk.
What is the worst?
Yep.
Yeah, I think for an international audience, I think that American football players don't help.
Yeah.
Because there was one recently, wasn't there, at the WrestleMania? I did not have a clue
I
who
didn't
that
know who that
individual was.
No. And finally, he's also put for worst George Kittle.
Yeah, that's the person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's him.
Yeah. Jason Shepard has put best. He's put Mr. T, Bob Uecker.
Bob Uecker. He was game show.
I believe so.
baseball?
He's famous for the funny Andre the Giant choking in.
Right,
that's
okay.
right, yeah.
Butterbean,
Yeah.
Pete Rose,
Yep.
and Ronda Rousey's involvement at WrestleMania 31.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
works.
counts. Logan Paul, Johnny Knoxville. Bad Bunny.
Okay.
Bad Bunny was second on my list.
Yeah.
I absolutely
forgot all about him.
can't stand Bad
Even
Bunny.
though he's been in recently, yeah.
I can't stand Bad Bunny personally.
He put the work
but
in.
yeah,
Yeah.
I can't deny it. Same as Logan Paul.
For his worst, he's got Jason's put Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yep.
Donnie Wahlberg.
I quite like Donnie Wahlberg the way I quite like the way that he done fucking WrestleMania 10's entrance. I thought it was quite good. Announcing Yokozuna and stuff.
He's also got Susan St. James.
Who's that?
Don't remember that one. Kathy Lee Crosby.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Steve Allen.
Yeah.
Ray Coombs.
Yep.
Snooki.
Yeah.
And Kim Kardashian. Fair play, Jason. You've really done your homework.
Yeah,
on
you
that
have.
one. Yeah, good on you.
Some of those are so uneventful, I can't remember them.
We've also got... Sorry, bear with me.
Remember the guy, just quickly, on a tangent, do you remember the guy who used to do Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, and he done the opening for the tournament? That was poor.
Yeah. Oh, his name was
That
Richard Leach.
Yeah, that did not fit at all. One little bit, did it?
No. Was that it?
Yeah, that was it. Sorry.
That's
I was reading
alright.
something else there, and it wasn't to do with that.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go. Right. The news.
Oh, hold on.
I'm holding on too.
We got one last section to cover before we go into the all-important news, and it's our one of two new sections. Now, James set us up with the topic and bit of homework last week to watch something terrible.
This is a new topic, and I think everyone's going to really enjoy this. We're not necessarily, but this is going to be awesome.
So, last time that we recorded, on episode 15, James set us the task of watching the Monster Truck match from Halloween Havok, the 29th of October, 1995.
Oh, yes.
You absolute prick.
I tell you what, 1995 is my favourite year for shit, because you can literally use 1995, and I could just rattle off topics through 1995. It is so fucking bad.
Well, you wait till we finish this section and I announce the next one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I really have not got a lot to say about this.
I've just got a few bullet points. And that's it, really.
I ain't even got that. All I've got is absolute train wreck. How can you sell something so fucking pointless, meaningless, and insulting to wrestling fans? You bunch of fuckers.
Okay.
It's absolutely atrocious.
Do you want me to read my bullet points?
You can do. You can.
There is one last thing that I want. Yeah, sorry, this is the last one. I'm skipping straight to the end of it.
Okay.
And it's obviously where it ends with Hogan dropping Big Show off. What are we saying? A 40-plus story building?
They said it was 4 stories high.
Oh, was it? It looked a hell of a lot.
5 stories fucking high. I don't know.
Whatever it was, it is the piss poor acting.
Yeah, it's great.
Where he drops him over, and I will do my seen best impression of how concerned he was. He went, "Oh no, somebody get help!"
Yeah, running around.
Fuck off!
Running around at a snail's pace.
Oh
my God!
I'm out. Done.
Get help!
Well, I've
Get
got
help!
You put more effort into it than he fucking did.
I've got some guy with a mullet explains the rules.
Yeah, it's so good.
The rules are push a truck out of a circle. There are charges around the circle that explode if you touch them.
Yeah, interestingly enough, only one of those charges goes off and it's outside the circle, by the way. If anyone watched that.
More to the point, if you watch closely, Hogan gets pushed out of it twice before he's declared the winner.
But before they start, Hogan and the Giant shout at each other. And if you look up close-up footage, you see Hogan and the Giant driving. But when it's wide shots, you can see different people driving.
Yeah. They try and explain that because, unfortunately, I went back and listened to this bullshit. They tried to explain that one person has to drive the front of the truck, and the other person has to drive the back of it, right? But why the fuck is this even on the show?
No.
Why is it on the show? Right? There's one point where Bobby Heenan, and he perfectly sums this up. The trucks are literally they're almost at a standstill and they're like pushing each other sort of thing.
The wheels are going.
And the wheels are spinning, but they're not moving.
The trucks ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, and he goes, "This is exciting." Like that, at that point, you can tell it's sarcasm.
Yeah.
It's absolute dog shit from start to finish.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you drop the Giant off when he's got a match later?
Yeah, he comes back for his match.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, because he comes back later.
He comes back totally fine. Hogan sells it with that stupid, his mouth wide open with his eyes like fucking bulging out at the crowd. And the guy, I think his name's Bob, he's got no right, like Johnny said, to be on there. He doesn't really know what's going on. He's going on about monster trucks.
Fucking none of us knew what was going on.
It's a wrestling show.
Oh,
I've got nothing else to add to it.
Yeah. They welded them together at the start, which took a while, and no one cares.
No one gives a shit. I'm sorry.
The ending is prime shit because you've got this shit match and then you've got this really bad angle.
Yep.
Badly acted. They try and wrestle on the edge of the building. It's fucking crap. And I've got worse ones than this. This was my little boring one.
Oh, mine's absolute dog shit, and I'm quite happy to announce it.
It's fucking atrocious.
So that's the better.
Now, because James made me watch a complete biggest pile of shite I've ever seen, I thought I'd try and equal it. So, my pick for our next episode is our reviewing shite match, as I've named it. Comes from WCW, funnily enough. New Blood Rising 2000. And it is the outstanding Judy Bagwell on a forklift match.
Awesome.
Between Buff Bagwell and Chris Canyon.
Awesome.
Enjoy.
Lovely. Look forward to that. Might watch
Awesome.
Now, one last very brief one last topic we have to do before the news. It is our other news segment, the Danhausen Watchhausen. Because we have to mention him at least once in every episode. Well, funnily enough, his torn pectoral muscle has not healed yet.
Okay.
He has had surgery and did release a photograph of the surgical scars on social media. I'm not going to lie, it looks pretty fucking gnarly, man. It looked bad. But I did rewatch when the injury occurred. And it was during AEW Revolution, obviously, with the tag match against the Guns. And it happened as he received the 310 to Yuma finish. And you can see it. You can see it go. And you can see straight away, he just pulls his arm up and clutches it, and you can see the amount of pain he's actually in. And obviously the high-grade tear is going to be out for at least the rest of the year.
Yeah.
However, during that time, since he's had surgery, he has still been appearing at wrestling conventions, Comic-Cons, and all sorts of other places, having recently obviously become, as he calls it, best friends with MJF.
Yeah, they've done stuff before, haven't they?
Oh, they have. Yeah, absolutely. And I posted one recently on our Facebook page. Go and check it out. It's fucking hilarious. The interactions between MJF and Danhausen are just pure comedy gold. And he's also recently put out a tweet because two very good friends have obviously been checking in on him on a daily basis. And he posted a very personal tweet where obviously he's lost a very dear and very missed member of his family recently, and also suffering this injury has really put him in a bit of a down place. And his shout-outs were to Brody King from the House of Black and Pepsi Phil.
Oh, Pepsi Phil. Otherwise
known as CM Punk, who ever so kindly sent him a wonderful present, which, and I totally agree, it's a fucking holy grail of a comic to find, man. And it's issue 1 of Amazing Stories, which is the first ever appearance of Spider-Man in a Marvel comic.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I don't know anything about comics.
Mate, it's fucking rare as shit to find one in good nick, man. Yeah. So,
Yeah. Lovely.
There goes Danhausen Watchhausen. Well done to Brody King and Pepsi Phil.
Good.
Yeah.
Something nice to say about him for once, isn't it?
Nice.
Well, it is nice if we can say nice things
Yeah,
about him.
right.
I'd like to.
Yeah.
On from that, I'm going to go to something sad. Frank Miller, who is better known as Bushwhacker Luke, recently passed away. He was 78. He started his career back in 1964. He travelled everywhere and also won titles all over the world. 1987 to 1988, he went to Jim Crockett Promotions before heading to the WWF in 1988. He was actually 44 when he got to the WWF.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of people had seen them before as the sheep herders.
Yeah.
And they were having some violent matches.
So this is what's so funny about the Bushwhackers, because the Bushwhackers in like their older age were seen as a barrel of laughs and things like that.
Comedy team.
But they were not that early on.
They actually had 37 barbed wire matches in a row, night after night.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And they came in, they were licking people's faces, basically became children's entertainers, maybe.
Yeah, after that is so...
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That really is incredible.
They were a very popular team at the time. Went on to work in the Indies and were inducted into the Hall of Fame. It's really
deserved.
A great induction as well. It's definitely worth watching.
I've seen that.
And they've actually got a book out, coming out shortly, which is, really good.
Awesome.
Any good memories on the Bushwhackers?
Anything I've ever seen.
I
like them.
Hey!
I liked them early on. I liked them, their hardcore shit. If you watch all that, I mean, you call it hardcore now. I mean,
They're the first barbed wire matches.
Yeah.
So I genuinely didn't know anything about this until Jonny sent a video over, and just some of the first images you see is him and obviously his tag partner just caked in blood with barbed wire everywhere, and fuck.
I'm sure they've had a 5-star match.
Okay.
You know, like rated by They were really heavily. They basically come into WWF very old. They come in as a joke, really, as a gimmick joke.
Yeah. Fuck me, did they go over though?
They went over. Yeah, they're fantastic.
Getting your face licked by them. Ugh. It's pre-COVID days.
I watch that now and think, oh,
I'm like that when I'm drunk. I'm not a hugger, I'm a licker.
So what are we on to now? News?
I think this is a WrestleMania episode, and I think there's only one place to start, isn't there, and finish.
Yeah, I think this should just solely be WrestleMania.
Yeah. Well,
with a mention of Raw.
Yeah, I think it makes a huge impact on the situation. What's everyone's thoughts on WrestleMania?
I enjoyed
as a whole
night one.
Oh, I enjoyed night one.
Night two was all right.
Interesting.
I think it was one of the best WrestleManias I think I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah, so do I. I thought it was excellent.
Oh, I'm sorry to say this.
Get out.
It's fine.
Fuck off. It's just twice we've recorded you've nicked my phrase. I really enjoyed night one. Night two, there was really only 2 matches I actually enjoyed. Unfortunately, one of them wasn't the main event. I got bored by the main event, if I'm honest.
I thought the main event was epic.
I've actually got a rundown of the matches here if you want to just...
Go for it. Yeah. Let's do that, yeah.
Theory and Cena. I thought decent opener.
Yeah.
Right person won.
Yeah.
I do enjoy Cena coming back. I've said before, you never know when it's going to be his last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing that I really didn't like and took me out of the match was obviously he hadn't been in there for a long time, had he?
Yes.
You could hear him audibly call out spots, John, on this.
Yeah.
Which sort of took me out of the match. It was okay. I thought the entrance was awesome.
Yeah.
The Make-A-Wish entrance was amazing, and he just gets props for me for doing that. I thought that was brilliant.
He does do a lot of work for... Well, he's the highest requested one, isn't he? Yeah. Good on you, man.
Yeah, I thought that...
Yeah.
Next
that
up,
already sold me anyway.
We've got the Raw 4-way tag team match. I thought it was a good match.
I enjoyed it.
Fun, some mad spots. Gable's suplex to Braun Strowman.
Oh.
Braunman's splash off the top rope. And shooting star press.
Yeah, all of the spots in that were fantastic. And it was a really nice second on the card match.
Yeah.
Yeah, hard working.
Yeah.
Good.
One quick question I've got to ask about that.
Yes.
When Braun Strowman went to the top rope, what was your initial reaction?
Don't fall.
Yes.
Mine was, fuck me, this is going to hurt.
Mine was just don't fall.
Because he did wobble at one point.
Yeah.
But it was good. Yeah,
I
enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Third up, Logan Paul, Seth Rollins.
I thought it was excellent.
I loved his entrance, coming in on the rope. KSI's the Prime bottle. And I really enjoyed the bit where he was pulled onto the table when Logan went through the bottle and through the table.
Yeah.
Fucking love that bit.
Yeah.
I can't get behind him.
No.
I can't get behind anything he's involved in. Sorry.
He's a cunt, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, it's as simple as that. We might as well start.
Sorry, he is. He's a cunt.
He's a cunt. The best thing to do with him at the moment is to make him the biggest fucking heel in the company.
He's never going to be over.
Well, I think his contract's come to an end now.
Oh, what a fucking shame.
I'd let him go.
Good.
Next up.
I just want to say I'd let him go because of this whole crypto thing. Because however this plays out, and it still hasn't played out apparently, I don't think it's good for WWE. No. But then again, as we'll find out later, I couldn't give a fuck about WWE at the moment. So I just wanted to get that in because I'm going to have a rant.
Okay.
It's fine.
6-women tag team match. I didn't think it was great. I think Lita looked tired, but Trish looked good.
I thought this brought the whole atmosphere down. I felt the crowd literally deflate in this. Yeah. I just thought it was... I hated the entrance. You know, the whole special entrance with them as superheroes and then making it black and white.
Yeah.
Didn't like it.
Nah.
Nothing.
I thought Lita looked dangerous.
I thought in ring the work was a bit sloppy. The referee wasn't even watching the match. He was talking to the girls.
Yeah.
Arguing with more sense. Someone was going for a pin while he was doing it. But they were actually supposed to count it.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? It wasn't supposed to be a distraction because it was like Io Shirai was arguing with him, but Dakota Kai was actually pinning someone at one point. And I think even the commentators called it out.
Yeah.
I think they said, like, not sure what the ref's doing here. Like a sort of like a snide thing as if to say to everyone, the referee's shit in this. Like even to the backstage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was poor.
Next up, Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio.
Awesome.
I thought great.
Fucking loved it.
Great entrances.
Never thought I'd say those words with Dominic Mysterio being involved, but...
Dominic's come of age in this feud. I think he's right person won the match.
Yeah.
But I could see there being a rematch.
Oh,
yeah. I thought it was awesome.
Possibly one of my favourite matches of the night, both nights.
Really?
One of mine, I would say probably on night one.
Yeah.
Probably my third.
SmackDown's women's title match, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair.
Slow burner.
Exactly what I've wrote down, yes.
Started really a little bit ropey. The two of them struggled to have any chemistry, in my opinion.
Yes.
And then, as the match went on and the drama really got going, it really lit up, and it was. Yeah. And in the end, it became really good.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Pat McAfee versus The Miz. Short, sweet,
Poor.
Was what it was.
No point.
Just
It was a time filler.
Yeah,
That's the piss break match.
Poor, especially when you think that you're looking for someone to come in. At that point, you've got LA Knight there. You've got Bobby Lashley. You could have potentially had Bron Breakker, and in the end, you get Pat McAfee and
The Miz.
Yeah.
And that other guy.
Oh, Snoopy Dogg.
No.
The American footballer.
Oh, yeah.
Again.
If anyone can let us know what his name was, that would be really helpful.
He was mentioned as one of the worst
just
a minute ago.
Oh, never mind.
The reason why, and I want to put this out, so we do have a lot of American listeners.
Yeah.
You guys might know who he is. We don't. We have no idea.
Yeah, I mean,
so to us, it's just someone jumping the barricades.
The NFL comes over to Wembley Stadium like once a year.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We don't. Us three personally, we don't know a great deal about it.
No.
So that's not a bash on the sport.
All right. Tag title match to end the show.
It was excellent.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it was excellent. It was full of drama, great storytelling.
Yeah.
Fabulous
Can't
ending.
fault it. Great ending. Yeah, can't fault it at all.
Really good.
That was night 1. Night 2.
Yep.
Brock Lesnar versus Omos.
I actually thought this worked okay.
It worked better than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be a train wreck, and it was not. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. 4-way women's tag match. Average.
Piss break.
Honestly, fucking hated it. Shit ending.
Yeah, nothing special.
Yeah.
Just absolute shite ending.
Bobby Lashley's appearance. He waved and said goodbye.
Yeah.
Shame.
So I can say.
Could have done so much more with that.
I don't know. We can move on to this later now.
Yeah.
I don't know if they just couldn't get something creatively right for him.
It's a shame.
But it's a shame.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I hate to say this because you know how big a fan I am. If Bray Wyatt is messing about, it's Bray Wyatt. It's on Bray Wyatt, this.
Yeah.
Because this was actually set up to be a big match.
It was, yeah.
And everyone's going, well, Bobby didn't have anything to do. Well, Bray actually apparently might have walked out. We don't know.
We don't know. No, we don't know.
It's either injured or walked out.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Gunther, Sheamus, Drew McIntyre.
Classic.
What a match.
5-star.
Elevated the RC title.
Again.
Stunning.
Banger.
Yeah. Banger after banger.
Physical as fuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like halfway through the match, I thought someone was going to get legitimately knocked out.
Yeah.
Belair, Asuka.
Really nice little match.
Yeah.
A match which I thought, I don't know about this.
I've got to be honest.
Just nice.
I lost interest within the first sort of 3 or 4 minutes.
Did you?
But I got to admit, it pulled me right back.
Yeah, it was a great match. The two of them worked really well, meshed really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
You had Belair's power against Asuka's technical ability, and it was a great match.
Yeah.
Was it what everyone wanted to see? Probably not.
No.
But
me personally, I'd have loved to have seen.
And I said, and I put WrestleMania 13, what we said about the Chicago Street Fight, and Brett and Stone Cold, together with this.
Yeah.
On night 2, Gunther, McIntyre, and Sheamus, and then this following it, actually worked.
Yeah. The only thing, and I think this only just from my point of view, this felt like when we watched Gunther and Sheamus at Clash at the Castle. That was my worry, and I think that's why I switched off for the first few minutes, because that triple threat IC title match was so good.
Yeah.
And then obviously at Clash of the Castle we had Shayna Baszler and Liv Morgan straight after it. When we went into the Belair and Asuka match after it, I was just still like, fucking hell.
I had that general feeling, but I actually sat there and watched it, and I have to say it was really good. I can't knock it.
Yeah. Shane McMahon's return, his match, his injury.
I shouldn't laugh. I
feel sorry for Shane McMahon.
So do I, but...
he was so touched, I think, by coming back and getting the reaction he had. And he must have been going through a lot, especially with Vince. And at one point, I said earlier today that he would have had the opportunity. At one point, you would have thought he'd be taking over the company with Stephanie but he's just...
I agree with you, but that could have been an A night.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
In my opinion, and also, it's so... Like, you got to remember, guys, because we did the podcast, I watched that live, right? Which might have felt a bit different, because I was watching it as it was happening.
Yeah.
And, like, I saw him go down and then try and get up and go down again. And I was like, this is fucked. This is fucked. I was like, what? And hats off to Snoop Dogg.
Oh, so he came up with that on the spot.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah.
The whole people's
absolutely hats
Fair
off.
play.
He's not a wrestler.
No.
And he had to do
stood
something.
there. Yeah. He grabbed the mic and he just took over.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he wasn't in the Hall of Fame...
Honestly?
Yeah.
Don't give a shit.
No. No.
I like the Snoop Dogg bit. That was good. But now that you've told me that he improvised that whole thing, fair play to him.
Yeah, he did.
That was awesome.
Apparently, there was... this is a rumour. Apparently, he was just going to punch him twice, but then the lady, the referee down there, apparently she called to him and said people's elbow. And that people's elbow was crap, but it was that made it funnier.
Yeah.
It made it funnier, and
But it was as soon as it, we obviously knew Shane O'Mac, it was him. My gut reaction was, oh, fuck off.
I thought it was a shame as a surprise.
Yeah.
If that was the surprise we were going to get, because he was. I'm not going to hold back on. I feel sorry for him with the injury, but he was a total wanker in that Rumble a year ago. Like, he was eliminating like top stars in it, and like going into business for himself. He was calling himself the best in the world, having that stupid entrance, and I was not happy particularly to see him come back.
I wasn't.
I was like, oh fuck.
It's like I said, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't give a shit. Sorry.
I bet Vince booked that.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes.
I thought it was excellent.
Big match feel, epic, outstanding. Roman won. This was Cody's moment, in my opinion. They've been building it up for a whole year. He had the injury. He returned, won the Rumble to main event. His family were there. He was holding his baby before the match. I don't think there will ever be another moment that Cody will be this over.
I'm not sure. If we can talk about this afterwards. There are a lot of people out there who are still not sold on Cody. If you're not sold on him after that, I'm sorry, that was class. It was a class. That was his first WrestleMania main event.
Yeah. I think he will get another shot, and I think he will win the title one day, but I don't know. We might at that point look back and think that WrestleMania was the right decision. He shouldn't have won it, but then we might look back and think he should have won it. It's just, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Go on.
I didn't enjoy it.
Didn't you?
No.
I thought it was great.
I was bored.
I thought it was great.
I couldn't invest in it.
No.
I couldn't get into it. I don't know if I'm probably going to need to go and rewatch it again, but at that time when I was watching it, I don't know if it stems off the fact of the whole, Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns thing. I'm more invested in them two, Sami and Kevin at the moment. And I'm all up for Cody getting the title, and I was genuinely hoping he was gonna, this was gonna be his moment.
Yeah.
But then I just got. I don't know. I'm gonna go back and rewatch it. I really am. But when the 3 count happened, and I just kind of went,
I was shocked. I was shocked watching it live.
Really?
That was a shock. I felt it was a shock similar to the Undertaker losing.
Yeah.
That's how I felt when I stayed up and watched it live. Yeah. I was not expecting that.
I was just I was really disappointed. I mean, not from like a, Roman Reigns winning it, but I just, the amount, like you said, him coming back to WWE, him winning the Rumble, having that awful fucking injury, coming back from that as well, and then leading up to this, and it all just felt for me, okay.
I don't get the hate on Cody.
I don't
understand it.
No,
you'll have
I
to.
really don't.
Someone will have to go into one of our chats, and you'll have to explain why you either hate him or you don't think that he's the right person. This guy left WWE because he was being shafted.
Yeah.
Had nowhere to go. Was wrestling in England, everywhere, all the small shows.
Yeah.
Managed to get to New Japan.
Set up the largest independent pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Ever.
Along with the young Bucks and Kenny
Omega.
Then goes on to help solidify a new company, which we're all happy about. And still, everyone hates this guy.
Yeah.
What's the problem? He's a great talker.
Yeah. Give us so. Do you know what? Fuck
He's
it.
good in the ring.
I'm going to post this on the actual page, not the chat, on the actual page. I want people to tell me a proper, explained reason why you don't like Cody Rhodes. And if I swear to God, if I get an answer, I go, I think he's a dick. Fuck off.
No, I saw people, AEW fans, right? They wouldn't, and I've said this before, that necessarily AEW would not have took off without Cody. I saw a post where people were saying that they were going to invade WWE now and throw rubber chickens in the ring.
Oh, get over yourselves, for fuck's sake.
And I was like, why? I was like, what has that guy done?
Grow up.
I was like, he wrestled for AEW without a contract and put a table on fire and went through it. For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I'm sorry. I just think he's a nice guy, and I don't understand why everyone fucking...
I don't either.
He's good in the ring.
Yeah. I before I did say to about like I wasn't a fan of him in AEW, but I like him now. Yeah, it's funny how things change.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their opinion, but what I'm asking is, give a rational opinion why you don't like him. Give us a rational one. Not I don't like him. Tell us why.
Yeah.
Which then leads us to the Raw after Mania.
Who wants to start off with this abomination?
I don't have a lot to say, so I'm going to basically just leave it up to you two. Because my opinions are probably exactly the same.
One of our listeners, after I posted something on Instagram about Raw.
So we want to put the backgrounds of why this all kicked off.
Yeah.
Because there's a reason this kicks off,
go
isn't
for it.
there? Right, so what happens is, right after WrestleMania, we get breaking news that WWE has been sold.
Yeah.
To Endeavour.
Which James rightly called.
Because they're with UFC,
Exactly.
it just makes sense. And we hear, on an NBC interview, Vince McMahon, who comes on, and I'm going to say this, I do not give a fuck, comes on with his pedo stash.
Yep.
On TV and they ask him about creative, and he goes, yes and no. I don't want to be in the weeds and all this bullshit, right? So we know that the thing's been sold. So immediately everyone's wondering what the fuck's going to go on. I'll leave it there, and then you can carry on.
So I posted something on our Instagram page, and one of our listeners, Gemma Pettit, actually replied pretty much straight away, twice after I'd replied back. And I'm just going to read those out. She's written, I hate that I felt so hopeful after night one of WrestleMania. Now I fear for the likes of Gunther, Gargano, the majority of the women's locker room. It's gut-wrenching that Vince is back. A real step backwards. Finding out that Pretty Deadly was supposed to debut on Monday Night Raw was a major kick too. Raw was an absolute shit show. Confusing, completely disconnected from WrestleMania, and it showed amongst the wrestlers that they weren't believing what they had to do. I fear for the future. I really do. I've loved the different styles of wrestling we've had recently, but I'm not down for another Brock Lesnar run. It's tired and predictable, and if we're losing the quality of women's wrestling, I'm out. Following Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair's match at WrestleMania, which in my opinion is the best women's match of all time in WWE, it makes me so sad.
Okay, so we'll have to move on from that comment and really talk about the Raw after Mania now.
Yeah.
Because obviously what happens is this now is started as rumours. Anyone I'm with you if you did this. If you stayed up and watched this show, I feel so sorry for you because I did as well. It was absolutely terrible. And we are now aware that Vince McMahon produced this show and he rewrote this show, apparently, and there are multiple sources saying this, on the fly 4 times while it was going on, right? When I was watching it fucking live, Seth Rollins comes out, right? And it's a perfect time to set up a new feud or bring in someone or do anything. And when you watched it live, you could see, and I've seen this now because I was watching it my fucking self, there are people doing a run-in from the production team, from the entranceway, right? They are literally running down. And I was like, what the fuck's going on behind there? So I was wondering what was going on. I thought someone was doing like this impromptu run-in while his music was playing. No one was saying anything. It's the fucking production team. When it was live, they showed a bit of this. Seth Rollins goes over to them, right? And he's seen now on a video from the crowd. And they tell him, your part's been cut. As he's live on fucking TV. And that's why he throws the microphone down and just walks out. There was supposed to be a debut or someone coming back, apparently.
It's a mess.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. If you bring that motherfucker back and put him back there, I am fucking done.
For all the good work that Triple H and everyone else has done backstage, what a fucking disgrace. How fucking dare you, man? He's brought, him and everyone else that's involved in the creativity.
He's an alleged criminal as well.
I know. Pretty much. And there weren't a lot. There was, 3 minutes of women's wrestling?
In the first hour of Raw, which they said, we're going to give you a commercial-free first hour. There was 1 minute 14 of wrestling, I think someone said.
More than anything at the moment, and I agree with what Gemma had put, the women's division as a whole has really elevated since Triple H has taken over. It really has elevated it. And it's become, for me personally, I think that the women's division has become more entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
You can fucking kiss goodbye to that.
I just watched this live and I knew that, I knew that something was wrong. When I was watching it, it was so night and day away from where we were going. It's unbelievable. And this changes my opinion now on WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Where I was okay with not putting the strap on Cody at that point, now I'm not. Because it's not Triple H booking it. And now I'm extremely concerned.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't have anything else I can really say.
Have have you seen any of it?
I haven't watched Raw, but I've seen enough.
It's terrible.
If you watch the show from like start to finish, it was awful. It literally felt like someone was putting it together on the fly.
Yeah.
You were almost shocked watching it. You were like, none of this makes any sense. What's going on?
I need to go back and watch it. I think.
What showed even more is like you look at past WrestleManias and then you get to the Raw after Mania. How hyped are the crowd always?
Yeah, they're always usually pretty good.
Well, I think it's hilarious because they didn't know at that time that Vince was booking and apparently they brought a beach ball out again.
And security took it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a video footage of it on YouTube that security was sent down to go and get the beach ball.
I think it's a disgrace.
Absolutely.
Absolute disgrace. And, I mean, what was the one thing that was great about Brock Lesnar recently?
He'd found a personality.
Yeah.
He was a character. He looked like he was enjoying it.
Yeah.
And now he's gone back to his
original Brock Lesnar straight away.
How entertaining has he been?
Yeah.
Guess that
like
goodbye.
When he actually come down for the tag match, people were like quite hyped for it. They were like, this is actually going to be really interesting.
Yeah.
And then when they did that at the end, everyone was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Because it made no sense.
Well, Roman and Solo just walked out of the ring.
Yeah.
They just walked out of the ring and he's been having a feud with them. And, like, he beat the fuck out of Cody, and apparently he beat the fuck out of Cody for 7 minutes. and then it went off the air. Yeah.
I've got nothing else. I really am.
But what a fitting end to Raw for Brock Lesnar to stick 2 middle fingers up at the end, which everyone's put back to WWE as a meme.
Yeah.
Because it was shit. I just want to talk about Triple H. When he come out, I felt like he was saying goodbye.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was really concerned when he first come out. I was like, what's this all about?
Did you hopefully you felt the same way with this. Did you think he looked upset when he came out?
Yes, I
thought he was going to burst into tears.
Yeah, I thought he was quite emotional. It felt like a send-off.
Yeah.
Like an almost hidden send-off.
Like he was subliminal messaging.
Yeah, he was saying one thing, but he was really turning around and saying, I did all this in my time.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys, for getting behind me. And then when he went, we're not going anywhere, and the crowd cheered, I was like, this is the start of the show. So I was like, good, glad about this, because I want to see where this is all going.
Yeah.
And then we get the news of that, and when you're watching it, you can tell. You can just fucking tell there's a mess.
Yeah, like I said, I think you've done enough. I think you've, I don't have anything to add to it. It's just, it is a mess.
I echo, what was the young girl's name? The lady's name? Gemma, I echo your comments. I'm really worried.
Yeah.
And I'm fully ready to head to AEW permanently, just watch AEW if this carries on.
It's not just Raw or SmackDown I fear for now. NXT was starting to make some waves.
Yeah, it's totally derailed the whole product, and that's what scared everyone. That Raw was so bad. It isn't people overreacting, because I would turn around and tell you guys, I'd go, it's just a Twitter. But it wasn't.
No.
It was that bad.
Yeah.
It was fucking disjointed. It was awful. I've seen people like you showed me, didn't you? People cancelling their memberships and things like that. It's a fucking joke.
It's disgraceful. It's absolutely fucking disgraceful to have him back.
And poor Triple H's got to go out and explain that on Friday, tonight.
Yeah.
He's got to go out and explain that. What they just put on.
We just think about the awful position that puts his wife in as well.
Well, she's gone.
I mean, not from a business point of view, on a personal point of view.
So, this is my opinion. In my opinion, Stephanie has wanted him out for ages, and as soon as he got back on, she walked out again.
Yeah.
Because he's fucking around. He's been fucking around with these women, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Then there's something to do with the mother.
Yeah. I'm not even putting allegedly
Linda,
in there. Don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Fuck
Linda.
off.
I was waiting for that word.
No, bollocks. Fuck him.
Yeah.
I've got fuck all money. He can sue me for all he fucking wants. It's about £3.
Yeah.
Don't care.
Yeah, I just want to say, personally, I think you're a fucking cunt, Vince McMahon. I think you give us loads of brilliant memories. You just don't know when to say goodbye, when to hand it over to your other family.
Yeah.
And you fuck the whole situation over, and fuck you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm done.
There we go.
I think that's a perfect ending.
Yeah.
Shall
we end that part?
Yeah, let's go happy now. Let's go
happy.
Yeah.
As I said, I have 2 songs to sing on this episode. We've done the Men on a Mission rap from WrestleMania 10. And what better way than to wrap it up than the WrestleMania single from 1993. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
This did get in the charts, but I don't know what position. So if anyone knows out there in listener world what position it's got to, hit us up.
No, don't.
I said, are you ready?
Yeah.
For the Survivor Series. Now, I'm just going to stop here, all right? Because this song is called WrestleMania.
Right?
This is WrestleMania. Why are they starting the song with, are you ready for the Survivor Series?
I reckon Vince booked this and wrote it.
Yes. Oh, I don't know.
Fuck you, Vince.
Are you ready for the Survivor Series? 1, who will survive? 2, 3. It's 93. It's time for WrestleMania. Pump it up. Pump it up. Just like that. Just like that. Take a look What you got now? That's Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And when you get in the ring, I'll show you how to get beat up. The way Tatanka sees it, to climb to the top of the World Wrestling Federation. Tatanka will be successful.
Didn't work.
Hey, ever since I was a little bitty boy, I've wanted to be one thing. And that's to be a law enforcement officer. Treat people how you want to be treated. Try to walk the streets narrow, because that's the only way you're going to survive in this life. Oh, WrestleMania. Fighting to survive. Pump it up, pump it up. Listen up. We're coming at you, and you're going to get nasty stuff right down your throat, all through 93.
Pump it up, yeah?
Oh. Pump it up.
Well, let me tell you something, boys. I am the World Wrestling Federation champion. There's a new gun in town. I made a vow to become a law enforcement officer. See these handcuffs? These are instrument of justice. The big boss man is law, order and justice.
Did he say he's WWF champion?
No, it's a Bret Hart.
Oh, right.
Oh, WrestleMania. Oh, so here it comes. Coming at you. So pick it up. Yo, you better catch it.
I've got some serious questions.
Are back on the block. Tip for the top. We won't be stopped. We're new and improved and got the groove. Pump it, and raise the roof. It swings like the mighty Four. You need to call out the Fantastic Four. So pick it up, pump it up, blowing up the place. Yo, you better catch it. Still slamming punks, because I'm coming at you. The WWF spells danger. It's WrestleMania. Oh, WrestleMania.
Why is it full? It's fucking great, Johnny. You did absolutely brilliant. Now I've got some questions, right?
Okay.
Why is it full of things like it swings about,
pump it up,
right? Pump it up, come
down your throat,
touch it,
yeah, touch it, and things like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
We'll have to ask Simon Carroll.
It sounds really bad.
It does.
When you listen to the lyrics, it's almost like the wrestlers actually asked for that to be put in as a joke.
No comment.
Yeah.
I'm not getting involved. I am not getting involved.
Can you imagine if you was all in a group in the dressing room and said, let's get them to put these fucking lyrics together for a fucking laugh and we'll sing them on the fucking...
Touch it.
Touch it.
Touch it.
You're going to get
Touch
nasty
it.
stuff.
Swings like Thor's hammer.
Going to get nasty stuff right down your throat.
Hang on. Didn't in the Longest Yard, Adam Sandler's version, didn't they turn around and say that Goldberg was... What was it? Packing something that was like Thor's hammer as well?
Probably. Yes, probably an inside fucking...
I'm sure that's in there.
So,
do you know when Daniel Bryan used to go on Talking Smack and do it?
Yes.
He used to derail the whole show. One time he went on there and he said, Smackdown is really obsessed with fisting. Do you remember that one?
Yes.
When he said that?
Yeah.
And that he just looked at him as if to go, what the fuck? Then he called James Ellsworth the Big Hog, and he said, in the changing room, we call him the Big Hog. He said, when he goes in the showers, we go, Big Hog. He just fucked up.
Oh,
dear.
Not my favourite bit of any interaction with James Ellsworth was it Chris Jericho? I'm sure it was coming up to Survivor Series or something like that, and because they had Team SmackDown, Team Raw, and stopped and just went, what the hell is that? Pointing at James Ellsworth, everyone turns around and just shouts out, has somebody lost a child?
I love Daniel Bryan on Talking Smack. He was so funny.
So with that ending, I have had a couple of listener requests.
Prove it.
And I have wrote them down, and I'm going to pick one at random.
Wait a minute, Johnny. Were they your picks then, were they?
No, I've got one by Cole Brook. Oh, the
Those
WrestleMania
two.
one and the Men on a Mission one were both mine.
Oh, I
Yes.
think that's sacrilege. I think you should ask people.
But going forward, though,
Yeah.
it'll be out there. So, unfortunately, Perry Furlong, Slam Jam has already been done. If you had listened to the podcast, you would have known.
Fucking hell, claws out. But yeah, he's got a point.
So here we go. I have 4 picks. Would you like to do the honour of picking the next song?
Yeah, can I?
Go on, go for it. Right.
Touch
Pump it. Come.
Touch it.
Come.
You're going to get nasty stuff right down your throat.
Yep. Oh, fucking yes. Carl Gregory, you are a fucking legend, mate.
Well, okay.
The next one is Sexy Boy, done in the fashion of Shakespearean.
I'm going to get on this. Right. Okay.
He thinks.
Thank you. Thank you, Carl Gregory.
I know I'm sexy.
Oh, dear. Right. Do we have any topics for the next episode?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
So obviously I announced that we were going to be watching the outstanding, legendary Judy Bagwell on a forklift match and giving our short, brief review of it. Our next episode on for episode 17, we shall be doing a top 3 best ECW wrestlers.
That's really good.
Okay.
I'm glad that we're going down this route now.
Nice.
And our best or worst moment also ties in with the top 3, and I've gone for our best ECW champion.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just best.
Just the best.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
So yeah.
Excellent. So we've got the Judy Bagwell on a pole.
Giggity.
ECW's best 3 wrestlers.
Yep.
And the best ECW title match.
And as always, we shall finish with the news, and we shall also keep you updated with Danhausen Watchhausen.
Yeah, and Vince and his pedo stash.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Vince McMahon.
Yeah, I'm going to have that once more.
Ooh.
Fuck you too, Vince. Johnny, do you want to get
I feel
involved?
like I should.
Go on,
Fuck
then.
you, Mr. McMahon.
Yeah, there we go.
And also, just quickly, we'd like to say a big shout out, instead of Vince McMahon, on purpose to Tony Khan for putting on AEW in the UK, all in.
In
we
a
will be
proper
there.
fucking stadium.
We will be there, full support, and hopefully half the fucking WWE roster will be on that show if Vince McMahon continues. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Tony Khan, for that.
Thank
That was
you.
some really well-deserved happy news for us over here. Nice one. So, yeah, thanks as always for everyone that got involved.
Thank you very much.
And we look forward to hearing from more of you and getting involved and listening on episode 17.
Indeed.
So, take care, guys. From me, Stu.
Me, Johnny.
Me, James. Fuck you, Vince.
Wait, I was going to do that as well. Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Fuck you, Vince.